begins in 3, 2, 1.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Can't touch this. People all over the world.
See, they say that Angel Snub 7 don't care about the people. But Angel Snub 7 cares about the people because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth, and I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
Humble thoughts about it. Deacon Charles, my goodness, this is an excellent conversation this morning. Bless up, Charles. Lauren says, man, once winter was over, I feel so refreshed and made new. Unfortunately, those trapped in winter doesn't understand life renewal. So here's these little talks to come in and help us to remind ourselves of the power of choice and so many other tools within that. Lauren says, when you get a chance, look up Soul Liberation Day, December 7th. Oh, that's right around the corner, the transformation. Bless up. Bless up. Thank you for that.
My black people, it's all about the unity.
Nobody takes down Angel Snub 7 easy. There's a reason why, after 100 channels destroyed, Angel Snuff 7 is still here. There's a reason why nobody want to get in a beef with Angel Snuff 7. If you don't take me seriously,
Everybody join. Peace forever and all. My black people, it's all about the unity. It's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me.
Yes. I want that. Oh, I need that. Gots to have that. It's
Peace forever and all. My black people, it's all about the unity. It's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me.
You know, I was wondering, you know, if you could keep
My black people, it's all about the unity. It's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. My black people, it's all about the unity. It's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
The Mississippi campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation. The ability to control your own resources. Your politics. The law. Be able to do your own thing for a change. Create an economy. Create and produce goods that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You're fake, you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi campaign.
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like at the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple. Reality's temple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like at the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
My brother Angel Snub 7 at the Reality Temple. And to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angel Snub 7's videos. I think that he comes from a different angle. And there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KNBS, and he has also challenged the black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand and will not stand and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
This video is for the Reality Temple on Earth.
Shout out to the Reality Temple on Earth on IG.
We love watching it.
Yeah, we really do.
We send love, peace, and soul.
Brother. Yeah.
Good evening, soul brothers and sisters. This is Tangi Cox, the Black Sheep. And I am propositioning you to entertain just a little while of being in reality. And this is gonna hurt soul sisters and brothers, because a lot of us cannot accept reality. I empower you to, for 1 year, to subscribe to the Reality Temple on Earth. And at the end of 12 months, draw your conclusion of what have you learned in that amount of time. I empower you. You will never, ever, ever think, feel, or entertain nonsense ever again, period. I would like to see my soul sisters and brothers awaken. This requires time. You need to spend about a year watching, researching, and looking. The Reality Temple on Earth is life-changing, and I stand on that.
Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started. Ride, let's get this party started quickly.
Let's see, Taalik says, can you send a shout out to my platform, the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry? Our theme this year is After Purge Comes the Heal. Shout out to your platform, Taalik. All the best to you guys with continuing to stretch in perspective, to stretch in what is possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others. Yes.
Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, and then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is...
In the name of my ancestors, peace. Y'all see that peace sign? Okay, here we go. Because the vast majority of people on this planet are brainwashed by those who control government and the media and education, those sources of information that, and before I say something negative about you, I'd rather just keep my mouth shut. But I want to make this comment. Let me get straight down to business. And that business is to give you the true definition of what a racist is. Contrary to popular belief, prior to the domination of the European Caucasian, to my knowledge, and you can teach me a little something, there was no conflict among human beings about something called race or the difference in human speech. There is no system that support black people doing anything to white people. No, nowhere. I'm sorry. When things are funny, it just gets to me. Okay. Why y'all niggers always talking about reparations? Y'all niggers always talk about reparations. Dang you niggers. You get affirmative action. You get special privileges in America. I'm white. And y'all niggers get more privileges than I do. I'm sorry. These folks really kill me. And you're hateful. And black people ain't did a damn thing for you. How you gonna be hateful towards those who built your damn country free of charge? You damn, ooh, almost let it go. Y'all need to work and accept your responsibility and make your own choices and all that old garbage. And I'm talking about these racist Caucasians who are just simply fools in America. You got the nerve to come to me or still bow down to you. Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all shows right, sir. You like that, don't you? You love that. That's why you can't handle somebody like me. Because I'm not going to be your slave. I'm not your boy no more. You're not my teacher no more. I don't care nothing about what you got to say. I'm trying to come out of your mind. I want you to get out of my head. I'm not white. I'm an African, and I'm even beyond that. Why do black people, you don't want to give us no reparation?
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take me away, ha-ha. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and...
I need your help, Terry.
Me?
What if EnVogue got back together to do a Christmas show to save the Opera House?
And when is this show supposed to go down?
Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve? Will the divas save the day? An EnVogue Christmas.
Hello, everyone. The wait is over. It's finally here. Season 4 of The Family Business on BET+. Watch it tonight. I will be watching. See you there.
I literally feel naked without my keys. You know, this is better than gold. This is gold. I don't care if nobody say, you can't tell me this is not a platinum diamond chain. Because you know what? I walked right through those doors and I got sober. I've connected with my siblings. I have connected with my children. I have mentally and emotionally connected back with myself, which is very important. Home is everything.
Peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Realist Temple on Earth. Of course, I am the mighty one, Angel Snub 7. I just want to make a very quick video. Just want to do a little something like Arsenio Hall did back in the day on his show. Things that make you go, You know, we should do a whole lot of more of that. We should think and wonder about certain things that we view, that we see, that we're taught, that we're told, and create those things that make us say, You know what I was just thinking about? Who called Caucasian people white? When did that happen? Did the Africans call Caucasian people white? Well, they couldn't because they don't speak English. Did the Native American people call Caucasian people white? No, because they didn't speak English either. Now, in the English language, white represents, or white means, void of color, holy, righteous, clean, pure. Now, if you were an African or Native American person or any person of color, after your experience with these strange looking people, there is no way that you would conclude that they are holy, righteous, clean, and pure. There is no people on this planet that have existed, maybe in your imagination or fairy tale, but according to written historical findings that we know of, there has been no people or no person on this planet perfect like that. So, and definitely these people who say they are white, they are not holy, they are not righteous, they are not clean, and they dang sure ain't pure. So, who started calling them white people? The people that started calling themselves white people were them. Later on, of course, you know, they call themselves Caucasian, which actually, if you understood the term Caucasian, Caucasian is actually void of color, because even black people, people of color, can be Caucasian. It's according to where you lived, you know, geographic, something to that effect. But we know them, and they will even refer to themselves as Caucasian. And you hear them say Caucasian many times. The police, I'm looking for a male Caucasian, 31 years old, 6 foot, whatever. They are Caucasians. They are more of a Caucasian than they are white. Because y'all definitely ain't white. Because you are not holy, and you are not righteous, and you are not clean, and you dang sure ain't pure. So, who start calling themselves white? Well, of course, the Caucasian people conquered, the African conquered, the Mexicans conquered so many of the dark people, and they began to determine what they should be called. We are the white people. We white. And of course, we know under the language, or the English language, white means holy, pure, righteous, and all that clean and all. You are not that. Void of color. You are not void of color. You have color. You are not white. You look pink. In fact, the Native American people call you pale face. Nobody on this planet call you white. How can you be white when those of whom had interaction with you found out the hard way that you are not holy, that you are not righteous, you are not clean, and you dang sure ain't poor. Pure. Poor. Some of them poor. They use the poor ones The poor Caucasians do the dirty work of the rich and the smart. The Native American people describe this pale person, call you pale face, and a man that speak with forked tongue. You a liar. So there's nothing holy or righteous or clean or pure about a liar. In roots, the Africans, Kutakente, they referred to these pale-looking, sick-looking people as Tuba. They did not call them white. In fact, I was told, I'm not saying I haven't looked this up myself, but I trust y'all out there who smarter than me. But I heard through the grapevine in black conscious circles that in most African cultures, white is considered a sign of death. And was not white, was not this pink pale, did not it bring death and destruction, sickness to the African people and dark people all over this planet? Did not that happen? Death follows these people wherever they go. Nothing, no life form on this planet has had any type of peace since they began their trek out of the hillsides and caves of Europe. Since they began their own exploration and colonization of this planet. No. So, you do have color. And your color is pink. And you don't want to be called a pink person because psychologically, pink is a weak color. There are some jails and prisons that have colored the walls of the cells pink because pink is supposed to soothe, it's supposed to calm, it weakens, supposed to weaken aggression. Pink represents weakness. Pink represents sickness. You ever wonder why a bottle of Pepto-Bismol is pink? And what do you use Pepto-Bismol for? When you're sick, trying to heal a sickness. Well, actually, pink in this case is curing a sickness. But we know that these people who are pink, who are pale-faced, who are Tuba, they are the cause of sickness. And they are weak in their mentality, thus they lust. Everything that they lust for, they become addicted to. So they became addicted to gold and silver. They began to become addicted to free labor. They began to become addicted to torture and terrorism. They began to become addicted to all these things. Addicted to sex. Addicted to anything they interact with. Anything they do, they become addicted to. They can't touch nothing. Computer addiction. YouTube addiction. Facebook addiction. Drug addiction, alcohol addiction, because pink represents weakness. Pink represents a weak mind, but yet they want to try to tell us how strong and how brave they are. But in essence, if you really look at it and study these people of whom they are, they weak. And they actually fear you because they know if you begin to stand up and stop being afraid of them, you will see for yourself that they are weak. They are pink. So I will never refer or begin to tell you only in a title of a video, because to write Caucasian is long and y'all really ain't hip to the pink thing. But I have decided I'm no longer going to refer to so-called white people as white when they really are pink. pink or Caucasian. So the racist pink people or the racist Caucasian people, that's how I'm going to refer to them from now on, because they are not white. And I want you to argue and debate me on this. Show me and describe how you are white. Tell me how the Caucasian or pink people or race, tell me how you are holy. Show me how you are righteous. Show me how you are clean. Show me how you are pure. Oh, I want you to, you don't even want to begin that debate, because your history is not holy. Your history is not righteous. Your history is not clean. Your history is not pure, because if it was, I wouldn't be here talking to you, living in America, when I should be in Africa, on the African continent somewhere. And that's not even an African continent. You lied and you deceived and you terrorized and you took over that piece of land and conquered it and renamed it outside of the original inhabitants, the native people that was there. So, and you did it by force. You did it by terrorism. But there was no such thing as terrorism when you were the one doing all the terrorizing. That's something that make you go, See, there was no such thing as terrorism when the victim was Mexican or Japanese or Chinese or Indian or whatever. It began to become terrorism, and there was no Holocaust until Caucasian people suffered mass deaths. But when it was other people of color that was being killed off, in fact, don't you know that these Caucasian people actually made some black folks become extinct? And you're going to tell me that's not a Holocaust? The so-called Jews are not extinct, but there are some black folks, and I just saw this from the Discovery Channel, National Geographic, or one of those channels, where they show how these black people, they are extinct. And in fact, there's a lot of black folks that been here that Caucasian people have actually made them go extinct. Jot down your comments. Let's talk about the pink people, the Caucasian people. Come on, Pinky, bring it. Show me how you are white, because you're not. This wasn't is the reality temple on earth. I wish I had the Pink Panther thing. Da-dum, ba-dum, da-dum, da-dum.
If you can't do that, then I'll find someone who can. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. I can't wait too long. And this feeling is so strong, and it's so strong. I don't wanna wait till tomorrow. Another day is too long, and some love is what I want. I wanna feel your body holding me tight, 'cause I
Peace forever and always. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me.
Humble thoughts about it. Deacon Charles, my goodness, this is an excellent conversation this morning. Bless up, Charles. Lauren says, man, once winter was over, I feel so refreshed and made new. Unfortunately, those trapped in winter doesn't understand life renewal. So here's these little talks to come in and help us to remind ourselves of the power of choice and so many other tools within that. Lauren says, when you get a chance, look up Soul Liberation Day, December 7th. Oh, that's right around the corner. The transformation. Bless up. Bless up. Thank you for that.
Peace forever and always. My black people, it's all about the unity.
and all this propaganda that you want us to say, we're gonna take out. Freedom.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always.
The Reality Temple on Earth. I wish I had the Pink Panther thing. Da-dum, ba-dum, da-dum, da-dum. In the name of my ancestors. Peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I'm the host of this particular program, known here on the internet as the Mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. This is going to be sort of funny because some of y'all don't think that it is possible, but these people do exist. They have always existed in very small numbers, but they exist. There are Caucasian or pink people who would love to help you change your condition for real. Not talk about giving you scraps, not trying to pacify you, but sincerely wish you the best in life and want to help you to be the best people, the best human being on this planet. You don't think that Caucasian people or there are pink people like this that exist, but they exist, and they have always existed, because if they did not, you would not be feeling as free as you are. Matter of fact, you might not even exist, because if the Caucasian people really was as wicked and devilish as we talk about, then, because I know if I was them in their particular situation, I would have got rid of all the blacks off this continent. I don't know where you're going to go, but you're going to get the hell out of here. I would not have allowed ex-slaves to be in America. Now look at the problem that they have. Either you force them off your land, or either you exterminate them. And they have tried to do that with their little slick ways. Planned Parenthood, giving us diseases on purpose, and other little tricks. Why do you have to go through all these little tricks? If you don't want slaves in your country, just put them on a boat and get rid of them. Why you want to mess with people? Now look at what you have caused. And some of these ex-slaves, the children, they love you for it. That's what even more sickening. But that's a different topic. But I want to tell y'all, there are Caucasian people that will seriously sit down with you and try to work this out to the benefit of both sides. See, the average Caucasian person who don't know any better, that really don't know the history, that really don't know anything, they want to sit around and tell you about something which only benefits one side. Affirmative action, all these bits and pieces and scraps that black folks have fought for, the voting, all that scraps on the table compared to what our people have suffered and really deserve. When you are trying to compromise, when you're trying to plea deal in a court of law, you're trying to do something, come up with something that is a benefit to the prosecution as well as the defendant. And right now, all this time that black folks have spent in America, this plea deal only benefits. In fact, it's not even a plea deal. It's what the scraps and the biscuits, the leftovers that the Caucasian people who are in power, this is what we're going to give you. But let me give you an example of how a real Caucasian person would speak to you if they really were sincere about being ain't your friend. I got a lot of black friends. Some of y'all say that all the time. Oh, I got black friends here. I got black friends there. I got black friends everywhere. Oh, y'all got, I mean, Caucasian pink friends. That's what I meant. Y'all got pink friends everywhere. If you really had a pink friend, if Pink Jesus was really your friend, then these are some of the things they should tell you. First of all, many pink people would tell you, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to give y'all the justice that you need. I'm afraid because these other pink people who benefit, who are in power, might hurt me. So there are many pink people that you don't know about. They actually fear standing up. Don't you remember? They used to call them nigger lovers. And then they would hang a nigger lover the same way they would do a slave. So you have many people out here who are afraid to stand up because they don't want, they can't suffer, they fear the retribution, they suffer the consequences of speaking what is right. And that's not the first time. Many of y'all keep your mouth shut because you don't want to speak up for what is right. The first thing your pink friend, if he or she is really your friend, the first thing they should do is tell you, stop being pink. Stop being called, think that you are an Oreo cookie. You stop cutting your nose off. Stop straightening your hair. Stop lightening your skin. You are not Caucasian. Your pink friend will tell you to stop copying what we do. Be black. Wear your afro. Kick up your hair some more. Be proud of yourself. Stop naming your children after Caucasian people. Those who are slave owners. You free. Your pink friend, your Caucasian friend will tell you to stop naming your children. In fact, go to court if necessary. Change your name. Find who you are. You're not European. If they were your real friend. Because they know that's not who you are. You're supposed to be free. So if you're free, why you continue to carry on the names and name your children after races, Washington, Jefferson, and so forth, and Adams, and all this, but you free. Your Caucasian friend would tell you that, because you're not going to listen to me. I'm black, ugly, and filled with hate. So your Caucasian friend, if they really was your friend, they'll tell you the same thing. Learn who you are. You have been denied access to your ancestry. Try to find what it means to be black. Find what it means to be African. Try to return to yourself. Develop who you are right now. We are not the same. And we'll never be equal until you learn who you are. So you can express your true self and stop being a black version of a Caucasian person. That's what your real Caucasian friend would tell you. Your real Caucasian and pink friend would tell you, stop believing everything that's coming from the educational books and the Caucasian media. We are known to be liars. We are known to be deceivers. We've done that with you for 400 years in this country. Why are you going to keep believing everything that we say? Do your own research. Do your own thing. Y'all ain't learned nothing. I'm telling you as a friend. And a friend must tell you the truth. I'm Caucasian, and it seems as though I'm teaching against my people, but if my people is wrong, then so be it. Love yourself. And how can you, if you don't love yourself, how can you love my daughter? Talk about, I love your daughter and my son. But you don't like black women. You don't like black men. You haven't learned how to love yourself first. And the reason why you love me, because I kicked you in your ass. Our people beat the hell out of you. And you falling in love with the abuser. This is an unnatural love. an unnatural situation. When you begin to show love for yourself, build for yourself, do your own thing. Will you want to love me? Then if you want to love me and we are equal, when there is justice, when there's true freedom among us, then that's different. But right now, you want to love my daughter, you want to love my son, but you have not even loved yourself and your own people. It's like a puppy love. Like us having a pet. You want to rub my leg because you want to get close to that which you think is the power, that which you have learned to submit to because you view yourself as an inferior. You can't, as a friend, I'm telling you, you can't view me as a superior. Well, I don't view you as a superior. Yes, you do by your actions because you have nothing. Your people have nothing. You are nothing. You just want to get close to the master in the house so I can give you some more scraps. If your Caucasian friend, pink friend, if they really love you and they call you a friend, then they will tell the president and the Congress, the courts of this nation, y'all gotta seriously consider reparations for these people and help our citizens, our black citizens that can't get it together, and they can't get it together because we always in their business. We always interfere, we always doing something, and y'all know it. The Congress and the president must issue an official apology and show real help toward those, to a group of people they call their citizens, and help them up and stop all this deceit and lying and screwing around trick stuff. If your friend was real, and then your friend would tell you, look, brother, I've been listening to Taalik, I've been listening to Tim Whyte, I've been listening to some of these grievances. I did not understand, as a Caucasian person, I don't understand that I was used also, and I am being used. I'm beginning to learn that, and I'm seeing the truth of the situation. Let us go back to reparations real quick. We don't give reparations to idiots. I'm not talking about giving reparations to blacks just so they can go party and do drugs and all like that. We're not talking about that kind of stuff. Let's get serious. But I want to speak for you, but I'm scared also. I'm scared of the racists that's in power. I'm also scared that I'm going to lose your friendship if I tell you the truth. See, that's a Caucasian person that has honesty, integrity, and character. If you don't hear those things, then they are ignorant or they are deceivers, just like the majority, and it's not their fault. Like I said before, they have been tricked too, but you need to understand that so that you can understand what you're dealing with. Jot down your comments. This was the Reality's Temple on Earth. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I'm the host of this particular program, known here on the internet as the Mighty Angel Snuff 7. I am your brother. Lord knows I am, for real, your brother, Taalik. Hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I would like to take a few minutes to speak with my family. Who is my family? My family is all of you who wish to see the descendants of slaves born in America in a better place, who see us successful and a better people in America, but your vision is beyond this ground. You see yourself as the creator of your own nation. In fact, the creator of a brand new civilization. You are my family. You are my family when you love your own black self. I don't like that name black because we are beyond color. Black was used to divide and conquer. Black was used to degrade and make mockery. We are beyond those things. We are a beautiful people regardless to the color of our skin. We are
they see something that I don't see. What can you learn from a bum, Omar? Shamsuddin? What I learned from a bum, maybe it's what not to do.
one goal, one purpose, one vision, win or lose, one direction. That's where we go.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
And intelligent people regardless to the color of our skin. Skin color does not make us who we are, because the soul or the spirit has no color, but color was used to destroy us. Color was used for a nefarious purpose, and we are growing little by little outside of that effect. We are in a process of healing, and in this process of healing, some of you may not want me to call you brother or sister. Some of you don't want me to say that you are part of my family. And that's all right, because you can hate Angel Snub 7, you can dislike, you can make mockery, all those different things, but that don't hurt me, because I still realize who you are. You are so special. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said in his teaching that every time that you see a black man, every time you see a black woman, you see God. They go together. Every time you see black people, you see God. It is horrendous and it is sad, since we are gods, how we treat one another. I have a video, I'm going to speak about that later on, but right now, I want to tell you, whether you like me or not, I'm going to continue to let you know that you are special. That you are beautiful people. There's something in you that needs to come out. Right now, it's covered up with filth, feces of this world, urine and stench of this world. You are a diamond in the raw, still covered in soil, have yet to be taken out of the ground and cleaned up and then chipped and cut and polished. A piece of coal we are, but we are diamonds in the rough, because we've been through the pressure, a hellhole that have pressurized us to turn us from a piece of coal now to this diamond that's ready to be collected. And diamonds in this world is considered of great value, and diamonds is the hardest substance known to humanity. Am I right or wrong? Okay. Is there anything harder than a diamond? We're going to just stop with diamond. We are diamonds in the rough. So you can hate me. You don't have to listen to nothing I say. But if you got this far, then you know that I still respect it. I still love you. It don't make no difference. I know who you are. You hinder yourself being petty. You hinder yourself continue to have a childish mentality. You hinder yourself because you don't know who you are, but I know who you are. Every time you see a black man, you see God. You and I, we have the attributes, we have within ourselves the materials needed in order to create a new civilization. Not just a new country, a new nation, a brand new civilization. How is this possible? Brother, you keep saying these things. Where's it going to come from? In order to bring forth from yourself a new civilization, you must create a new mind. A new mind creates new vision. And that new vision will cause you to see and then dictate to your hands the building process so that your hands can form what was a vision into a reality. Where is this going to come from? Any of y'all are songwriters? Any of y'all know how to use your imagination? When you are a songwriter or you are somebody who's an inventor, if you just use your imagination, it begins with thoughts in the brain, in the mind. And you can use the same words over and over again. But in the mind of the songwriter, you produce something brand new. So many people think that my idea of a brand new civilization leaves out our African past, our ancestors, which is null and void, that is incorrect. It's a new form. It's the same old, but now it's taken a new form. It's evolved to another state. We need to go through what we call a metamorphosis, like the butterfly. The butterfly begins as an ugly looking creature. Most people don't view caterpillars as beautiful animals. But then they spin a cocoon. And when they come out of that cocoon, they are a new creature. If you didn't know any better, you would not even know that this butterfly used to be a caterpillar. Right now, we are in a caterpillar stage, unable to fly. We are an ugly people. Why? Why are we ugly people? Because we was kidnapped and conquered and follow behind ugly alien people. To form a brand new civilization, you are not following one particular person. I'm waiting for Jesus. I'm waiting for Muhammad. I'm waiting for some God. There is no one thing. In your scriptures, it says that the kingdom of heaven is in you. It's in all of us. A nation, a civilization is not brought into existence by one particular person. It is the mindset, it is the hands, and it is the thoughts of an entire people. But before you can even begin to fathom, you can't comprehend this because our minds are still living in the filth, the muck and the mire of this world. It says in your Christian teachings that God will create a new heaven and a new earth. And the former things will pass away. We must, I know that we cherish some of these beliefs and teachings, but we must let them go. Because as long as you hold on to these things that we learn in this world, that which is new can't come forth from out of our brain. It's not going to come out spooky, come out the sky. Ain't no aliens going to come from somewhere and do anything for you. What we are going to bring into existence come from our own brains, ourselves. You cannot create a 2013 Ford Taurus if the only thing on your mind is a Model T. It can't, the Ford Taurus cannot come forth. You have to go beyond the Model T in order to get a Ford Taurus. They are both made by Ford, but one is of the past and one is of the present. So we must bring ourselves up to date. We are no longer none of these things that we think we are. We have to bring ourselves up to date. And the only way this can be done, we have to let the former things pass away so that a new mind can begin to manifest itself. It's here, y'all. And with a new mind brings us new vision. And through new vision, new imagination, new ways of thinking that will bring forth the idea to take to your hands to build a brand new reality that will bring justice, freedom, justice, and equality, not just for the descendants of slaves of America, but for the human being all over the planet, animal life, and finally bring peace to this big place that we call home, called Earth. Thank you for listening. Let's jot down your comments. Let's talk about it. This was and is, y'all. Think about it with a new mind. The Realist Temple on Earth. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I'm the host of this particular program, known here on the internet as the Mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I want to speak about, on this particular video, I want to talk about the accusations that Mexican or Latino people hate black folks, that Africans hate black folks, that Chinese, Asian, Japanese, however you want to say, hate black people. Everybody, Africans, everybody hate black folks. You want to know something? Or they despise us, or however you want to say it. I want to talk about that, and I don't want to defend their actions, because what you say is true about some of them, certain individuals. But as a people, that's sort of questionable. Because when you say Africans hate black folks and Native Americans and the Japanese and Africans, when we say this in general, it sounds like we're saying they as a people hate and despise black Americans or the descendants of slaves born in America. This has some validity. It is credible, but then it is not. And if it is true, then why, since we have never done anything to them, why do they target us for this hate? We have never lynched. We have never raped. We as a people, I'm not talking about individuals, because everything is possible under individualistic terms. But as people, where is this Is there really a conflict going on? I want to talk about that within the next 10 minutes. So let me quickly make my point. Because what you say is true. We're not going to debate and argue about that because it's true. But I want to know, and we should understand how this come to be. We assume many things. As a person going on to be in this life almost a half century, being an older person, many younger people assume that I can't play basketball anymore, that I can't run up and down the court anymore because I'm an older person. But when they lose, they find out what they assume was wrong. They assume because I'm an older person, I don't know anything about Jay-Z or Drake and Lil Wayne and all like that. You assume. So see, there's a stereotype. And then when they find out that they have been in error in their thinking, then they sort of feel stupid. And see, that's what has happened here. There are stereotypes and people assume different things.
We sell soul food. As a matter of fact, we've been told that Old Henry's is one of the few soul food restaurants in the city of St. Louis, in the state, and in the Midwest. We plan to start our food truck next month.
Okay.
Want that food truck to go all over.
Alrighty then.
So if we get the exposure, and we're already taking orders for events. We just took an order for July 31st. We took an order for July 29th. There's a guy who has a construction company. He owns quite a few of them. And we're going to be going to their sites and serving food, serving lunch. And we got a lot of interesting stuff going on.
All right.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm Angel Snub 7. This is my friend
Ada Taylor.
Ada Taylor. This is Old Henry Restaurant. If you're ever in the St. Louis area, come check them out. We had a good time just celebrating my sister's birthday, and everything was A-OK.
All right. All right. Thank you.
You up.
Now, where do these stereotypes come from? It comes from those who control the major media in the world. There is no conflict. There is no history that we have with Mexican, Japanese, African, whatever people. There is no history of conflict. This does not begin, this does not occur because or until the unnatural interaction that we've had because of the influence of the racist pink people of this nation and around the earth. Until then, there was none of this. If so, please show me. Show me the historical hatred, the historical conflict between us and these people who now all of a sudden, for no reason, they just hate your guts. Why is this? Living in America, they paint pictures, and we are also guilty of these things too, not just them. Because our minds have been formed by the media, the educational system of our conqueror, the racist pink people. As a child growing up, I was taught that Native American people were savages, and they went around just killing people for no reason, and they would scalp you. The cowboy was the good guy, and the Native American person was the bad guy. But as I began to learn and study and truth come to us, we find out that the real bad guy was the cowboy, the racist pink person. Then we have the Japanese. They show us images with buck teeth, and they are silly people. This is not, we've never been to Japan. Many of us have never seen a true Native American people. These are images, these are stereotypes that we have in our mindset. Then we have Mexican people. When I was a child growing up, they showed Mexican people as lazy and always want to sleep. Then, of course, they showed us the African people, savages with bones in your nose, cannibals, swinging on in trees. And then there are stereotypes of us, so-called African American people. We are this and we are that. We believe these images ourselves. So if we believe the images ourselves about us, many of you do, then how can you get angry at those who fall prey to the false images that was not devised by us, but by another people who control the media in the world, control the literature, control education. And since they are the world powers, other people on the planet follow their lead. So it is up to us to educate them, just like we're trying to educate ourselves out of these stereotypes. They are not organized as a people to hate you. They are not organized as a people to discriminate and despise you. Unlike living under pink racism, education, government, policy, science, everything was designed in order to hinder your and my development. The Japanese don't have such system. The Mexicans don't have such system. Africans don't have such system. Native American people don't have such system, but they are victims to the lies and the stereotype, the falsehood that is painted by the oppressor of all of us. Because the main, what is the word I'm looking for? But we are all connected to one another because we've all been oppressed, we've all been conquered by the pink people. We are all victims of racism, because pink racism colors all dark people as savages. And then here we all come together in this one country for one reason or another. They came voluntarily while we were brought here involuntarily, but the pink people sit back in the cut as they benefit from everything that all of them do, all of us do, fighting for the resources, for the crumbs and the scraps, the biscuits, as one brother told me, the biscuits, we're fighting over the biscuits that they throw on the ground. And we don't understand these things. So they have us at each other's throats. So I'm not interested in a beef with Mexicans or the Japanese or any of these people, because I know that we are all victims of Caucasian racism. It makes no sense. That is what caused all of this. And we all have to be re-educated. We all have to be. Now, in America, we have Japanese gangs and we have Chinese gangs and African gangs and Mexican. All this comes from out of, everybody is copying the leader in the world, the people that control the earth. These are the behaviors that come from out of Caucasian racism. And we do the same thing. Nobody was forming gangs. Nobody was in the dope trade. Nobody was drinking and getting drunk and falling all over. Everybody is copying the people in the lead, and that is the racist Caucasian people. And they don't want to accept the responsibility for being a bad parent. It's the same thing as when your mother and your father, who was drinking, they told you, don't do as you see us do, do as I tell you. Drinking and drugging is good for them, but bad for you. And when you know that your child is going to copy what you do, you are the parent. If you are the world leader, then you have a responsibility. You are the example of the world for all the people on this planet. The racist Caucasian people of this planet are poor examples. They are liars, deceivers, murderers, rapists, enslavers, and the list goes on a commercial level. Their evil goes beyond themselves, and it has touched every man and woman on this planet, the animals, and it is reaping destruction upon the planet itself. So you can waste your time bickering and fighting another victim when you should be dealing with the root of the cause of the problem, and that is Caucasian supremacy. Everybody should be against Caucasian supremacy, even pink people themselves. It is a deadly disease that is causing unnecessary death, unnecessary suffering on the planet all over here. We should all be against it. But some people benefit, so they are going to try to keep it going as long as possible. Let us think about it. Keep doing what you're doing, but you now know that what you're doing is cowardly against another victim when you should concentrate on the root and the cause of the problem that started it all. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth. Forever and always, this is your brother, the mighty Angel Snub 7. I just want to talk to y'all a little on the casual side. This is a topic I'm pretty sure many of you can relate to, and I just want us to talk about it, and maybe we can learn a little something. What brings me to this particular subject matter is that I was in recent contact with a woman friend of mine from my past. I hate that name girlfriend because she was a woman when I met her, and she's a woman now. She's never been a girlfriend. And we were in a very short-term relationship, but she had just came out of a long-term, long-distance relationship. And we were only in our 20s at the time. I did not realize how valuable she was to me. But being a person with a nomadic spirit, and there were so many things that I wanted to do and try and see in my life, I could not settle down. I could not be married. It was just, I just couldn't do it. And she told me that she understood that, and she told me she couldn't wait for me. And I did not know how long this was going to take. And we could still be friends. So she even gave me a birthday card. And this card is in her own writing. I did not force her to write these words. She wrote on the card, "I'm your friend forever." So I recently contacted her, and she still has this grudge against me for leaving her. If I cared about her, then why did I leave her like I did? And her points were very valid. And I thought we had talked about that all those years ago. She still carries this anger. And she has the type of qualities that I love, both physically and mentally, in a sister. But that's gone and is over with. But she wrote that she would be my friend forever. In fact, she wrote, "Whenever you need a friend, call me," in her own writing. So she was sort of mean-spirited and talked to me sort of bad, and I'm like, "Well, we can't even be friends," and she said no. And I remind her, and she's a Christian person, I remind her of her words. You wrote, "I'm your friend forever." So, are you not a person of your word? Are you a liar? Your word don't mean anything because you told me, and this was regardless, "I'm always your friend." And I'm pretty sure many of y'all have heard that from somebody. "I'm your friend forever. I'm your sister. I'm your brother." Brothers and sisters, during our sojourn in America, we've taken on the ways of our conqueror, because the Caucasian pink people of this nation and upon this earth, their word don't mean anything. Their word is not worth the breath it took in order for them to say it, and their contracts are not worth the paper that they are written upon. We know this firsthand. Native American people, I believe, had over 100 treaties with the racist Caucasian people of this planet. And from my knowledge, the Caucasian people broke almost every last one of them except one. And here we are living among them. We've taken on their ways. Prior to the European Caucasian people, I'm not going to say that everybody is holy and righteous. We're loving, and there was some type of paradise, utopia that dark people lived in. I'm not going to go that far and tell that I believe that that's a lie. In fact, there's no evidence to prove that black people or any type of dark people live in some type of utopia where there's peace and love and joy. Don't know nothing about it. But ancient people and people prior to the European
mind and man of light. He a man of kindness now, a man so big and strong in mind. He a man so humble now, a man of man now let it shine. This is what you are, this is how it is planned now. This is what to be, and a kind of man now. This is what to say, with a kind of meaning. This is what to feel, with a kind of feeling. We are growing, growing higher and higher. We are growing, growing higher and higher. We are growing, growing higher and higher.
Are you alright?
Get away! If you say that I'm divine and I'm a prophet, where the hell did your ass go to? Why aren't you heeding the call? Why aren't you helping me get this message across? Since I'm a prophet, since I'm divine. Some people, excuse the language, some people just like talking out their ass. That's what they like to do.
3 people are dead following a school shooting in St. Louis, Missouri. Authorities say a 19-year-old walked into Central Visual and Performing Arts High School and opened fire.
The individual had almost a dozen 30-round, high-capacity magazines on him.
Killed inside the school were a 16-year-old girl and a teacher. The teacher, Jean Kirk Kuchka, was a mother of 5. The alleged gunman, police say, graduated from the school last year. Authorities say the suspect died at the hospital after exchanging gunfire with police. 7 security personnel were reportedly on duty at the school during the time of the incident.
It could have been a whole lot worse.
Beyond the 2 fatalities, police say at least 7 other students, aged 15 and 16 years old, were taken to the hospital for gunshot wounds or injuries. As the community mourns, officials say they do not have a motive. This shooting is still under investigation. This is Inside Edition Digital.
Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house? You got to have love. You got to have love in your heart tonight.
Here's a house for love, and I've learned that it don't take much to break a heart. Here's a house for love, and I've learned. Build it up, build it up, build it up. Here's a house for love, and I've learned. I've learned a heart is a house.
You got to build it.
And I've
You got to build it up. Build it up.
don't take much to break
Let me know you understand.
They had what you call integrity, and they had good character, and their word was bond. If they told you something, their word was bond. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that in Islam, that before your word shall fail, your life should be taken away from you. But we say things and do things, give our word, don't mean anything. We marry a woman, we marry a man. As soon as they get sick, as soon as something happened, we want a divorce. But you said through sickness and in health, through all kinds of stormy weather, you was going to be there, you was going to love. You a liar. Your word don't mean anything. In African nations or cultures, in many ancient cultures, my word is my bond. But we've taken on the ways of the racist pink people. Our character is poor. We are liars, we are selfish. We are greedy. There are brothers and sisters, especially brothers, who have called me brother, called me friend. And now I don't see or hear from them anymore because of something I say or something I've done. And if you look at it, it's petty. It ain't about nothing to break up your brotherhood, to break up your sisterhood. But y'all have a devil mentality. There's no such thing as a devil, but you have those traits attributed to that devil Satan character. As soon as I say something or write something that brother or sister don't like on Facebook or YouTube, they block me. I don't block my brother. If I told you I'm your brother, I don't block you. I'm here to talk to you, but the first thing they do, I don't like what you said, and they block me. And don't have nothing else to do with me. You know why? Because you was a liar to begin with. You never was my brother. You never was my sister. Because that's not how family treats each other. You are, when we have become a sick people. That's why there's no so-called black unity, because these people are not your brothers and sisters. They want to use you for celebrity. They want to use you to make money. They want to exploit you just like the racist Caucasian pink people have exploited us. And we should be sick of having these real devils among us. In order to be your brother, in order to be your sister, these suckers think that you're supposed to kiss their assets. I'm not going to kiss your assets. I can handle whatever disagreement that we have. I can handle it and still be your friend. I can still be your brother. I told Louis Farrakhan, I told the Nation of Islam that I'm your brother through thick and thin. Yes, I have a difference of opinion and I'll talk about your opinion. But when it's all said and done, we brothers and sisters. I can do that. But if you don't believe how I believe, you ain't my brother. These people are sick. They want you to be their slave. I'm not your slave. In order to be your brother, in order to be your sister, I gotta kiss your assets. Everything you do, I gotta believe and bow down to everything that you do and say. That ain't how it works. I love my physical brother. We came from the same mother. We are different, but also at the same time, we have each other's back. We don't let, unless a person do something to you that's of a serious, cause you serious harm, then I can understand why you can say that's not my brother or my sister, because if somebody gonna cause me physical harm or do something to really cause me great injury, yes, I can understand. I have done nothing to none of these people except speak my opinion, and that is real truth, and I'm gonna stand on that. And just because they don't like it, that's your problem. So you know what I'm saying is true. You can't handle it. So your best bet, oh, hey, you ain't no brother. Well, take your assets on. Because I want to build alliances and brotherhood and sisterhood with those who love the real truth, who want to see their people. Stop looking out for everybody else. I'm not here to look out for everybody else. My number one priority is to uplift this black man and woman. How can I help anybody else when I haven't done anything? We have not done anything for ourselves. That's stupid stuff. But brothers and sisters, you're dealing with these liars. They take these words in vain because they have poor character. Weak. They taking on the ways of Satan. And I'm just like you to my real Christian and brothers and sisters. Get behind me, Satan. It's time for me to move on. So for those of y'all who fake, I'm glad you're out of my life. Because believe it, I feel much, much better without knowing that these liars is gone. Talking too fast. Anyway, jot down your comments, y'all. This is your brother Taalik Ibn'rad. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth. In the name of my ancestors, peace, forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I'm the host of this particular program, known here on the internet and many other places as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your brother and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I would like to respond to these descendants of slaves born in America who seem to have a fear, and they are worried because Caucasian or pink people, some of them in America, have become very, very upset with the re-election of Barack Obama. For me, I could care less about Barack Obama. He's no different than any other Caucasian president. Now, there are positives to Barack Obama, but the negative aspect of Barack Obama outweighs anything of positivity that he could bring, because Barack Obama has joined the rest of the presidents to become a deceiver and a liar and a murderer. And because he's supposed to be black, or he's supposed to be a beautiful example of blackness, I could care less. Because if you are an unjust murderer, if you are an unjust liar and a deceiver, just because you have dark skin don't mean I support you. So I could care less about Barack Obama. I could care less if the Caucasian people want to assassinate him. That's your business, especially when you've done nothing for the black community. Nothing at all. And that fool Mitt Romney said that this Obama, which was supported by billions of dollars of Caucasian money, black folks ain't gonna give and don't have that kind of money, $1 billion to give to no presidential campaign. They barely was able to raise the money to get a statue for Martin Luther King. We know that Barack Obama is the Caucasian people's puppet. You want to try to make excuses and try to make it positive for black folks.
Peace forever and always. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me.
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns.
Man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like 2 shots in my cup. Wanna get up, wanna get down. Oh, I've been so down and under pressure. I'm way too fine to be distressed, yeah. Oh, I'm not the girl I was or used to be. Bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling
so you know what's on the line.
And that is Brother Taalik from the Reality Temples on Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
Ain't nothing positive about Barack Obama as far as this black community is concerned, because if it was, we would be living it. We would see it. You don't see nothing. This president don't speak up for black folks, and this president don't do anything for the poor. It's always the middle class. The middle class this and the middle class that. And we know who the middle class is. The middle class are these Caucasian people. We know this. There are some so-called middle class blacks, but we are all different. That's why there's a black community, white community, Asian community, and everybody is treated different. But we're all supposed to be American citizens and supposed to be treated the same, but we are not. That's the reality. Get out of my face. Don't bring that garbage to me. And don't bring this garbage to me. Here you are. We've been living in America for 400 years. We've been raped. We've been lynched. We've been terrorized, discriminated against for 400 years. Now all of a sudden, you want to get scared. You want to make video. Be careful of the Caucasian people getting upset. The Caucasian people getting angry. That ain't nothing new. Every time these Caucasian people in America, not all of them, but a certain group of them get angry and upset because they are racist. As long as things are going well, they might not bother you as much. But they are racist. They were born that way. They can't help it. This is just the way that they are. Soon as things don't go their way, since they are racist, they want to blame black folks. Or any colored person, any person of color, that's who they want to take their anger out on. And when they can't do that, then they will turn on each other. History verifies everything that I say. But why do you want to get worried about it? Oh, they get angry. Be careful. We've always had to worry about them. We always had to be cautious about them. When did that change? Nothing has changed. Ask all the innocent brothers and sisters that's laying in prison right now. And all the brothers and sisters that went to the grave by lynching and torn feathering. We ain't never done nothing to them. They always want to take their anger out. And the thing about it is, we always sit back and let them. Now you have weapons. You don't have weapons of mass destruction, but you have weapons. Why are you going to worry about these suckers and you carrying around your tools of defense? I could care less about these suckers getting angry. Because we need to tell them and talking about, instead of talking about, oh, be careful, they angry. No, you need to tell them suckers, look, if you want some ass, you got to bring some. This ain't 1775. This not 1965. This is 2012. You want to come here and talk about hurting us because your ass upset, then you better believe it. You better come strong. Because you mess with me, whooping your ass, if not blowing your brains out. I don't give a damn because you angry. What you gonna do? You gonna be just like the brothers and sisters back in the 60s or whatever? I saw pictures of black men getting kicked in the ass by these suckers. Turn the other cheek and all that madness. Then above all, y'all gotta stop being all scary like. You got, if a person wanna try to hurt you, then you gotta hurt them back. You have a right to self-defense. So what? Obama got reelected. What does that have to do with me? I don't care nothing about Obama. Period. So what? You need to deal with those who put him back in office or whatever. The average black man and woman could really, we don't benefit. So what? What you angry at us for? On top of that, Obama is not a descendant of slaves born in America. He's not a real black American. He's an African American. He has nothing to do with Malcolm X. He has nothing to do with Marcus Garvey. He has, well, Marcus Garvey wasn't from American either. But I appreciate you, Marcus. He has nothing to do with Nat Turner or Fannie Lou Hamer or Harriet Tubman. Barack Obama is an African American or whatever. But regardless, don't take your anger out on me. You upset. That means you have mental issues. Somebody needs to take you down to the mental health clinic and give you some kind of psychiatric treatment. But oh, you can't do that because they too busy treating people that don't have mental illnesses, like little children, and some of these people who are nothing but dope fiends or whatever. So they don't have room for you. But I want to end this talk by saying this to us. If you lay down with fleas, if you lay down with a dog, you're going to get fleas. So here y'all are talking about all the Caucasian people angry about this. You don't have to lay down with them. You don't have to live in the same house with them. How long you going to tolerate? If they come out and kill you wholesale, you deserve it because your ass goes, you're laying here just waiting for them to come. Everything that they do, you deserve it. You deserve being lynched. You deserve everything that you get that they come out on you because you refuse to do for yourself. The scriptures in religion tell the people who are being oppressed, tell you to leave. Well, where we gonna go? It makes no difference where you gonna go. When you get your ass whooped, you leave. I remember when I was little, I was kicking this dog in the ass. I can guarantee you that dog wouldn't say in his mind where I'm gonna go. That little dog was saying, I got to get the hell out of here. Somebody kicking me in my ass, it hurt. It's simple as that. Somebody is kicking you in your ass and it hurt. So apparently, since you don't want to leave from among these people, what you complaining about? Enjoy your ass whooping and shut your damn mouth. Sitting around here talking about, oh, the Caucasian people, be careful. They finna come for you. Oh, be careful. That's the most lamest thing, most cowardly, sissified attitude I ever heard. How? That's why black men suck to me. Stand up and fight for your own. Stand up and be a man. It's better to be dead in the street and run over by a truck than behave like this and allow these people to believe they can do anything they want to you. This ain't slave. I thought you wasn't a slave no more. Oh, but you can talk. You can talk tough to black folks, to other black people. Excuse me a second. We can be real tough when we talking to other black men and other black women. We can cuss black women out and talk about they a bitch and a dog and whatever, and we can talk about that Negro who we gonna shoot and whatever, but when it comes to the real enemy, y'all buck up. You get something caught up in your butt, you don't want to move. Oh, you just get off. Be careful. You don't say it when it comes to talking about black folks that's tripping. You'll do this to that nigga. You'll do that to that nigga. That hoe better have my money. That's how we talk. But when it comes to them, be careful. They angry. Oh, man. Woo! That's why y'all don't want to unite with me. Because I'm going to call you out. I'm going to make you move. You got to stand up for yourself. You have nothing to lose. Somebody kicking you in your backside. You're going to stay your ground or you're going to run like a little sissy. Oh, be careful. They after you. All this madness. Y'all really, woo, make up your mind. You want to be a slave or you want to be free. Make up your mind. And when you make up your mind that you want to be free, then come back here and talk to me. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth.
And as always in parting, we wish you...
Come on and jam with us next week on these same stations. And you can bet your last money it's all going to be a Stone Gas, honey. I'm Don Cornelius, and as always in parting, we wish you love, peace, and soul.